Hello and welcome to the Art Project. My name is Rebekah Victoria and I believe you have stumbled across this community for a reason. This is the first episode here and therefore we are meeting for the very first time. I am a painter, a drawer, an artistic explorer. I am a mother of 2 little humans and a wife. I have been creating art for as long as I can remember. I have a Bachelor's of Fine Art, which I completed in Paris and also in Melbourne, Australia, where I was born and raised. I majored in painting, drawing and mixed media. I have been so drawn to art and expression ever since I was a small child. I started having lessons when I was in grade 1, I think it was, and this love has followed me throughout my life thus far. It has always been a way of balance for me, getting back to my equilibrium and keeping me sane in a lot of ways. Art has been my constant, my best friend for as long as I can remember. Now I live in central Canada with my husband and children. I am also working towards becoming a certified life healing coach and deeply believe in the healing power of art and its potential to allow us to learn from the past, understand ourselves at a deeper level and truly heal. For a long time, I have used my art to keep myself in touch with who I really am at my core, and I have used my art practice as a way to deal with and decompress from the pressures of the outside world. I am inspired by thought, nature, and love. I'm inspired by beauty, passion, and laughter. I'm inspired by you and the universe. This community has come about through my need for a space that is encompassing mindset, meditation, affirmations, art, and creativity all in one space. It has been something that I have been looking for to fuel my creative passions and inspiration. I was drawn to make this type of content for myself, and so I decided that if this was something that I felt a need for and couldn't find it in the world, maybe it could help you too. So my intentions with this space is to create a community. I want it to be an all-inclusive space for people to come to, where they can access help to get into their creative headspace and to feel inspired and energized, to help you find a pathway into your studio and actually make the work that you're called to make and be productive in whatever unique way that might look, and to foster a sense of intuition and allow you to let this be a part of your creative practice. This is what I am also working on in my own studio. I want this community to be a place where you can get into creative flow and get into a headspace that is productive, inspiring, allowing you to tap into your version of an active meditation or a free flow artistic state. My hopes are that I want this to help you get out of the cloud of the distractions and the reality of the surrounding world. The chores, the musts, the have-tos. I want you to set them aside and prioritize your creative practice and shift your beliefs to know that this is important for you. You were brought to this world to be artistic and have creativity in your life, and it doesn't have to be hard to achieve or prioritize. Originally, I wanted this to help myself to get into this magical place of mental clarity, where I am so certain about what is important in my life and my studio, and then putting this into practice, and in turn then finally achieving my studio and artistic goals that I have been dreaming of and trying to manifest for years. I want this to be a place where I can feel inspired and to fuel my passions, and now by sharing this, I extend this to you as well. A place where you can feel free to just be in every form of yourself. A place where we can foster a sense of play and get away from the pressures of perfectionism and the outside world. After years of not prioritizing my practice and focusing on other things like growing my little family and creating a home, now I finally have the capacity to allow for more time for my art. But something that I have realized in doing this is that I have to have openness and awareness of the need to be intentional. Intentional with my time, with my mindset, with my narrative that I allow to run through my brain. I have learned over time that your thoughts create your reality, and you have the power to choose what thoughts flow through your head at any moment. You have the power to change your perspective on something or rephrase the way you're thinking about it. I have realized that inspiration and getting into the flow space are not elusive things, that you don't have to wait for them to strike. These are things that can be intentionally created for ourselves. We can control our mind, the brain, and the thoughts that run through our head, which means that we have some control about getting into the flow state of expression and when we want this to happen. And then once we are in the state, we can use the flow state as a form of active meditation, a way of connecting to ourselves deeply and feeling like your purest form of yourself, and in turn expressing this through your artwork. In my studio, I am working on creating space in my practice that allows for me to clear my mind and use my subconscious to really tap into what I need to express in that moment and allow me to achieve unexpected outcomes that are unique and inspired and in the moment. I want my studio to be a place where the outcome does not have to be anything. The outcome can simply be to find peace, to appreciate art in our lives and be safe to use it for its benefits that art creates. The inclusivity and freedom in art and the way that it allows us to express anything we want or need it to. A way of accessing beauty, depth, inner thoughts, and retrospection. A way of letting people in safely and non-threateningly. Or a way to have an outlet that we might not feel called to share just to experience within ourselves. Something that is a one-off, something that is direct and in the moment and cannot be reproduced in the exact same way ever again. Something that is a complete, direct reflection of the world around us. Something that is about the process and isn't worried about how it will look in the end. This is the direction that I've been working towards in my own art practice. I want it to be experiential and in the moment when it was created, ephemeral. I also want to use my skills that I have built up, the oil painting skills, the knowledge and the understanding of the mediums, and surrender into the process and just enjoy the painting experience. Allowing what is going on through my mind at the time to become a part of the artwork, and the artwork a part of processing what is going on in my mind. They will not be separate from the painting as they reflect each other. The artwork is just an extension of my mindset, a visual representation of it. They are one and the same. Our thoughts and our creative practice work together in an intricate dance in the studio practice, the life of the artist. Every artist's life is different. Heck, every person's life is different. This is just an intention and the impact I want out of my studio life. I am writing a contract here to be open and vulnerable and honest in my studio practice in a way that I've never been before. I want to respond fully to my internal world and have the art to be an external visual representation of that, using it as a way of expressing and reflecting. And I invite you to come along the journey with me and maybe adopt some of these things into your practice too. Take what works and leave the rest behind. Thank you for watching me as I work on one of the paintings that I have on the go in my studio right now. I'm working on some flowers from my Nana's garden at her farm that she used to have in Australia. These are photo references from when I was a child and I just love looking back at them. My sister and I took them together and they hold a lot of memories. So it's really fun using them and going back to the place and revisiting all of these memories and these beautiful images from our life that we used to live when we were growing up. I've been working a lot on flowers in my studio lately. It's springtime here in Canada and everything's kind of coming to life again, and I feel like I'm kind of waking up and coming to life again myself. So it feels like a very obvious shift and pivotal moment, and I'm really enjoying and seeing where it takes me. I'm only part way through this painting, so I think I'll probably be continuing it in another video. So if you want to see where it goes, please follow along for more. So I hope that this resonates with you today. If you have any thoughts or comments, please leave a message below. I hope that you subscribe and follow along for more. I really can't wait to see where this journey takes us together, and I can't wait to see how our studio practices evolve through this process. If you think this would resonate with any friends who have an art practice, please send this on to them. I would love to hear from you on Instagram as well. You can follow me at Rebekah Victoria Studios and follow along, and let's see where we go. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is a reminder that today is a great day to go and make some art.